and welcome to my first of my new monthly updates, where I'm just going to share with you what I've been up to, some of the thoughts in my head as to what I'm going to try to attempt during the month ahead, and ask for your suggestions with some things, and generally just show you a little bit behind the scenes of what goes on. It's not just about buying the yarn off the website. So firstly, I want to thank my mum for getting me this lovely mug. Tells me the knitting keeps me from unravelling, which I think she believes because I knit every day. But am I a bit unravelled? I'm not really sure. Probably. Anyway, thank you, Mum. It's lovely. So the first thing I'm going to show you today is finished, off the needles project. Now I bought this wool last month, the virtual, was it Wool Fest or Wool Monty? I bought it from Woolly Knit, and I converted a pattern from drops called Dove. I think it's called Dove-150. I'll pop it at the bottom there when I finish this. Here it is. Now the original, I'll hold it up there, here we go. I wanted something to keep me warm when I'm at the shows or when I go camping. You'll see me both. Not sleeping on the floor, obviously, sleeping in my camper van. So, just imagine me now, freezing up under wool, or just chilling camping with a campfire. So I just wanted it to cover my shoulders, all the areas that get cold quickly, but still have my hands free, so that if I was at the show, I can, easily grab things for customers. Or if I'm camping, I can drink my cup of tea or coffee, whatever I've got on the go. But the original pattern was more of a cardigan. It was still open on the edges. The only thing I've changed is that I've knit this piece in one, and I haven't got it with buttons. And I've knit the back onto it in one as well. So I've adapted that as well, just by continuing the pattern that's here on the front. I just did that all down the back as well. Let's bring this up. There we go. So that the detail's mostly on the front. Now, I still have, let's have a look how many I've got. I bought 18 balls, and I've got 5 balls this size left over. No, I haven't. I've got 6 balls left over, so 600 grams. So if you've got any suggestions as to what I can make with that, I'll happily listen to them. What I am considering is 2 things. Possibly wrist warmers that go up to here, to be worn with the poncho. And the other one that I'm really tempted by, let's turn it the right way around, is a hood. Because I could get a nice, capey hood, and that will keep the heating on top as well. I'm not too sure if that'll be too heavy, because this is already 1200 grams worth of yarn, which my arms are already hurting from holding. But when it's just sitting on your body, I guess I've lost more weight than that in the last month, so that should make up for it. And I think I must be the only person losing weight during lockdown. But my daughter's over there laughing. So let me know what you think. Hood or not, or any other idea. Big cowly thing. I've got a few things going on in my mind, but I'm open to suggestions. Okay, so I've just got to sew the ends in there and decide what I'm doing with the neck here, yeah? So we pop that one by there. What's next to show you? Right, so my grandson is born, my lovely Ronan. He's absolutely perfect and gorgeous and beautiful and everything, and lovely. It's been very hard because of lockdown, not being able to just go and see him like I'd want to, but his parents are so good with videos and phone calls. I feel like I'm probably seeing him more virtually than I would in real life. It's amazing. Everybody told me that you'll love him so much. Excuse me. It's just amazing, isn't it, how much you love them. Anyway, because of him, it's made me revise my cloth nappy cover yarns. So I was working with this yarn for a customer, so I just thought I'd let everybody know I've got 2 of these left. They've got little bits of purple where the 2 colours join. Looks lovely crocheted, even nicer knitted in my opinion. So that will be available on my website, and do have a look, because I do organic merino and I do blue face Leicester. Both are hand wash yarns. If you use water that's too hot, or if you agitate this yarn, it will felt. So if that's what you want to happen, then this is a brilliant wool for that. But those of us who use cloth nappy covers, soakers, longies, shorties, skirties, those sort of things, we know not to do that to our knitted items whilst we're analysing them and cleaning them. So you'll see I've got a lovely range of yarns there. All of them are available to order as a custom dye as well, so that you know that you're getting the same, a very similar skein in each batch. Okay, lovely. What else do we have? Well, you can help me here as well. When I was buying that yarn from Woollynet, I also bought 2 kilos of this. It's a British wool. It's a chunky wool. You see how lovely and chunky that is? Now, when I bought it, I just bought it because I wanted to feel how different suppliers' chunky yarn felt. I hadn't put much thought into what I was going to actually make. I wasn't sure I was just going to dye it up and put it on the website. But I think, do you remember on my Instagram and Facebook account that I found a crochet blanket, and the effect on the eyes was awesome. So let's get it up for you. There we go. You see that there? That's closest so I can see what I'm showing you. There we go. Look at the 3D effect there. It's brilliant, isn't it? It's called 3D crochet. So I'm thinking that I may dye this yarn in those colours to make a blanket, but I don't really need one for my bed. But as my daughter's getting married next month, she's moved out, just recently moved out to her own home in a different country. But I think the spare room now is in need of a blanket. So have a look at that. Get your imaginations going and tell me which colours you think that this would work with. Because obviously it works with the greys and the blacks, and it's a bit of a beigey colour it is as well. So I know some of you out there, you're awesome with the way you put your colours together. So give me some ideas, please. And then I'll let you know in the next update what I went with, which colours I went with. I may even show you me dyeing them up. We'll see what happens, shall we? Okay, so that's that project. So I had another project on the go. Almanite Yarns in Pontyclean have their own exclusive colourway. This is the colourway, and it matches their logo, which I will put up around about somewhere here. The ladies there chose these colours, and a couple of years ago, based on them being Ammonite yarns and us living so close to Ogmore, and a lot of the coastal areas in South Wales will give off fossils. So I'm looking over there to find the pattern, because this is my working pattern, so I don't want to show you a scruffy working pattern. Let's show you a nice one. Oh. There we go. I squished it a bit then, getting it out. So this is called the Ammonites and Seafoam Shawl. There's the back of it. This pattern is available on Ravelry and on my website. There you go. Isn't that lovely? So this photograph was taken at Ogmore. This is my daughter modelling, the one who's about to get married. And anyway, I thought what would be nicer than an ammonite and seafoam shawl knitted in the Ammonite Yarns colourway. Ta-da! So it's really lovely. I'm gonna pop some photos up at the end of this video so that you can see the detail. You can see the ammonite, and you can see the pattern of the sea foam along the edge of the shawl, and you can see how being at the beach where, you know, crack a stone open, there's an ammonite, and you look at the sea crashing against the waves, put the two together along with the lovely colourway, and voila, got a lovely shawl. Now this shawl is on its way to Ammonite Yarns, which is in Pontyclean. It's on the main street, number 7. They stock my yarns, and they stock a lot of other nice British yarns and quality yarns. So they're definitely worth a visit, and so is their website. So I'm just having a little looky around now. I've got a couple of more things. Let's have a look. Oh, do you remember last month I did the die-along? And let's get the photograph up to show you the colourway inspiration. There we go. Got him. Or her. Whoever it is. It's a cutie. There. So this was the inspiration photograph. Let's open up this bag now. I did 2 techniques. One was immersion dyeing. The other was hand painting. The hand painted flew off the shelves. It's gone. I don't have that to show you. Obviously I'm going to be dyeing some more of that up in the future to go into this lovely empty box here. As you can see, my stocks are getting low, so I'm going to have to fill those up. So this is the immersion dyed version. Oh, just saw my baby there, didn't you? My grandson. Where's the kitty go? There. Let's hold it like this. So there's Kitty, and there's our colourways. So we included the white of the grid in these colour choices. So I've decided that I like this myself. So I'm going to make a pair of socks for myself, because I haven't made myself a pair of socks for years. I always end up making for other people, but I've decided now is the time for me to get some socks. So I knit socks 2 at a time. I start with the yarn from here and from the centre. I generally start from the toe up. So if you can think of any lovely patterns that will really show off this yarn, please get in touch or message me, put it on in the comments. I'd love to have a look at them, because I'm open to try new patterns and new techniques. I always like to learn. So or if you can find a plain pattern that you know will show this yarn off really nicely, please do put it down as well, because I just want a lovely pair of socks that should do the yarn justice, because it is a lovely quality yarn and it's lovely colours. So I'm just looking around. I think we're getting close to the end now. I probably talk too fast. Got through all my projects. Oh, there we go, one thing. I've got a drying area outside just by there. And there's 2 ways to get to it. One of them is down in the main house, and you've got to go up about 20 steps, concrete steps, to get to it. With my health condition, I cannot get up those steps most of the time. And if I could get up there, when I get to the top, I'd be fit for nothing. So using that way is out of the question for me. But there's another way out, which is on this level, which is just through the door there, around the corner, and then there's a door. But a few years ago, one of my children, trying to help me open the door, they thought it was stuck. So they got a hammer, and they thought that they could turn the key by hammering it. Hang on, I got the hammer here. There it is. It's probably not a hammer, was it? A hammer mallet. So, can you imagine what happened? Bang, bang, bang. This is what happened. The key snapped. This has been stuck in the door ever since. I haven't got the strength to pull it out, and I keep forgetting when my husband's up here to say, can you give it a go, love, because I can't get it out. Now that child has grown up and married and gone, and I've been left with a door that won't open with a key that's stuck in there. But finally, Nathan came up last week and he got the key up for me. Sorry, not Nathan, Nathaniel. Nathaniel came up and he got the key. He managed to get it out. I was so pleased with it. So I've got a key cut, and sometime this month we're going to open up that door and we're going to get on with making sure that it's safe to use as a drying area again when this weather's dry. We may convert it, we may put some covers up and some sheets of perspex or something to stop the bad weather coming in, but to let the wind flow through. So I'm not going to show you that today. I think we'll do a full video on before, during and after so that you can see the progress. It's only a small path. It's probably, can you see there? It's probably that way. It was probably a bit wider than that, but not much wider than that. But it's on a flat level and it's perfect for me to be able to prep the yarn in here, and then when it's ready to dry, to just wheel it straight out so that it can dry there, and then I've got the room in here to do other things. So I'm really excited about that because I started to think I would never get this key out. Well, I did think it, to be honest. So there we are. New key, new projects. Let me just think. I feel like I've forgotten something. Having a little look around. Probably, I'll move everything in there. It'll be whatever it is that's on my mind. No, can't see anything that's triggering it. So I hope you're all well. I hope you've come through this pandemic as unscathed as possible. I have seen lots of your projects. You've really been creative throughout these last 4 months. And it really shows, doesn't it, that humans have a really huge capacity to create things and to be creative and to enjoy having time to just concentrate on something small but detailed. It's, you know, as bad as the situation has been financially and physically for a lot, mentally it's been quite good for those of us who craft, because we've been able to really focus our efforts in that way, and we're coming to the stage now where we've got lots of finished objects, finished projects that we can look at and think, ah, I made that. That's my 2020 summed up there in a shawl or summed up in a blanket. So thank you for listening to me. It's been nice to be able to put all my thoughts together. I look forward to seeing your suggestions here or on Instagram or on my Facebook page. I do tweet, but I don't. It's sort of an automated thing, so I don't really check up anything over there. I check if I get a comment, but I've never really got into that side of things. So please don't be offended if there's something on there I should be doing, like liking something you said, and I'm not. It's just because I just haven't fathomed that out. I also actually have a Pinterest account, which I made when Pinterest was invented, and I've never updated that. I will get around to it, but don't be dejected if you look at that and think, oh, there's not much here. That's a bit rubbish, because it is a bit rubbish and I haven't spent time making it great. Maybe one day I will, but until then, you can see me here on YouTube, and you can see I mostly post on Instagram and mostly interact with people on Instagram as well. So until next time, thank you for viewing. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I look forward to seeing the things that you make with my yarn or my patterns, and the suggestions that you give me for me to make with my yarn. Thank you, and I'll see you soon. Bye.